Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. We are doing a two-shot scenario entitled The Call of Winter's Heart. It was written by Jeff Beck, and he'll also be our GM. This is episode 1. But before we begin, let's introduce our players and the characters they'll be playing. Why don't we start with Jen?
Hello, I'm Jen. I will be playing Kristen Sandusky tonight. She is a gymnast, 23 years old, female. She's basically a student who is going for biology, but her true passion ever since she was young has always been gymnastics, and she's been friends with this little group of people for quite some time.
Cool. Oscar?
Hi, my name is, this is Oscar Rios. I am not running the game, which is really exciting for me. I'm playing Dr. Martin Rains. I'm a bit older than most of the other characters. The other characters were much closer in age and in friendship with my late wife, who passed away about a year ago of breast cancer. So I think I probably teach a course in psychology where the rest of them are going to school. And you know, I'm kind of the periphery friend of the group.
Cool. Levi?
My name's Levi. I'm going to be playing my character, Terrible Terry Brooks. He's going to be a amateur boxer, just kind of lives in the college town where everybody else is taking their classes, and we catch drinks on the weekends. Met in a sports bar, just kind of kept contact after that point, and really my closest group of friends and no real family to speak of.
Vasil?
Hi, my name is Vasil. I'll be playing my character Mike Morgan, who's quit university for quite a good work as a bartender to get all the fun from the life as faster as he can.
All right. And I will be playing Craig Weedy. He's a college football player in his last year. He's also pretty good at math. But his first love is rock climbing. His biggest fear is having an injury that'll jeopardize his possible football career. And yet he is a bit of an adrenaline junkie. He likes to play at things dangerously. And he shared a dorm room with Mike Morgan last year. Okay. The players are ready, obviously. Let's begin our journey into the darkness. Jeff?
Thank you, Tom. You all are driving along the highway. You've experienced quite a bit on your little road trip. You've seen the small town of Lander. You've been through Riverton, possibly even taking in a little bit of Palisades Lake as you're passing there. And you decided we're going to go to Hell's Half Acre, a rather ominous-sounding landscape which has baffled and fascinated Ben for ages. It's known currently as the place where Starship Troopers was filmed, so it has raised your attention quite a bit. I may have to ask which one of you would be driving.
I guess that would be me, brah.
All right, what car are you driving?
Oh, jeez.
Don't tell them that you take my fancy car.
You don't remember the name of your own car? I thought you were supposed to drive drunk. Come on, Craig,
yeah,
get with the program.
It's actually my dad's car. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so it'll be the little Ford Taurus then.
Yeah, it's a Ford Taurus. It's a green Ford Taurus.
A green Ford Taurus station wagon. We'll say that. You're driving along the highway. You've passed Riverton, heading towards the Casper area. And let's see here. You find yourselves kind of low on fuel because, Craig, you forgot to fuel up in Riverton.
Dude, I'm just trying to get to the next place.
But luckily for you, there's actually a convenience store / restaurant there at Hell's Half Acre, and you arrived there safely.
All right, cool. I'm gonna put some gas in the car. You guys get anything from the convenience store that you want?
Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Okay.
I'm going to go into the convenience store, and I'm going to get a road map of the area.
All right.
I think
Mike,
they need
Mike.
someone.
Mike, get me a hot dog. See if they got a hot dog, Mike. I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll get you some hot dog, and they put some double portion of salt and pepper inside to feel it a little bit spicy.
Is this a
you know the way I like it.
is this a pump your own gas station, or is there an attendant?
It is a pump your own gas.
But there's someone inside, of course.
Yep, there is someone inside. The front doors are glass, swinging outward. You step inside, immediately greeted by shelves of, completely convenience store stuff, such as candy bars, chips, snackums, whatever. And to your left would be the front counter, where there is an older woman attending the counter. To your right is clothes and souvenirs, and seems further in and to the right, stepping in, is some tables as well as a large sign that says Big Plains Deli.
Okay, I'll buy a bag of just random snacks for the car for people to share, road trip kind of thing. And a road map because I'm nervous about my friend forgetting to load up and making sure that we have gas stops for wherever we're going. And I'll chat up the older woman, and I'll say, hey, do you know how far it is to this, that place where they filmed the movie with the alien bugs?
Right out back, she says.
Oh, so we're here already then.
Yep, you're at the Hell's Half Acre restaurant and convenience store.
Oh, excellent. I'll pay for my
cool.
I'll pay for my stuff, and I'll get another pack of cigarettes and a spare lighter.
All right. Is that all you want? You getting fuel?
Yeah, we're fueling up, and we thought we'd have a look around. We're big fans of that. Well, some of us are big fans of that movie, so thought it'd be an interesting stop.
Yeah, it's a great place. A lot of people have been asking questions. I wasn't here when they filmed it.
Oh, you weren't working here at the time?
Nah, I was still working as a school teacher.
You do this in the summers, or you're not working as a school teacher anymore?
Oh, I'm retired. I'm doing this in my spare time just as a part-time job.
Well, it's good to keep busy. Well, you have a nice night. I'll go out to the car and I'll say, guys, we're here.
And I mean, I overheard all this, so I'm just grabbing my soda and maybe a candy bar, maybe something like a sub or something from the deli, and pay and leave.
Dude, these fucking gas prices out here, they're like $2 a gallon.
Gonna go somewhere
Because
else?
nobody comes out here, Craig.
I'll put the bag of snacks in the car and say, help yourselves, guys. And we're here, so if you want to get out, and we'll walk around back and.
Ooh, cheese curls.
Where are we planning on staying? Do they have a little hotel or a motel or something around here?
Guys, why don't we camp in Hell's Half Acre?
You would have probably packed a tent.
Oh, okay.
To camp
No,
out.
just camp here. Camp out here. It'll be really cool.
Well, we got to find a place to park. Is there like a place to park for?
There is a parking lot. It is actually a little further away from the store, parked towards the highway. But currently parked out there is a pickup truck, an 18-wheeler, and a couple of other vehicles.
Well, I assume people go camping out here all the time, so...
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's probably really popular.
Anyways, we'll park there and then we'll walk on out. We'll get our gear, and I just want to make sure the car's secure. Who knows who's living out here? They're obviously
Okay.
crooks. $2.
Hey, Craig, paddle faster. I hear banjos.
Those of you outside of the store currently, go ahead and make a, I guess, a spot hidden, since we don't have anything really for perception.
Pass.
I missed.
I
3.
just barely miss.
Missed.
I'm still
Pass.
blindfolded.
Right. Those of you that passed, which may only be Craig, you notice small, white, crystalline flakes coming down from the sky,
What the
lightly
hell?
touching your head.
Dude, what's the weather supposed to be like? I thought it's the freaking middle of summer.
It's supposed to be pretty warm, Craig. What are you talking about?
How high up are we? I'm gonna go ask that convenience store. How high are we? Because
You're at about, I'm guessing maybe you're easily over a few miles above sea level.
holy
Why?
crap, we're at 6,000 feet. Shit. Well, that might be it.
Yeah,
You get
According to the
snow this
weather-
time of year?
snow. Hell no, it's supposed to be like 90 degrees.
Well, I don't know. That it looks like up there it might be snowing.
She kind of looks behind the window that's on the other side of her counter and she goes, "Well, I'll be damned. It's snowing." Those of you that are outside, you don't even need to make a spot hidden check anymore. It is snowing and it's starting to come down hard.
What the hell?
Is it still hot outside?
No, it's starting to get cold.
Well, shit, now I wish I'd have brought a jacket. All right, well, let's go.
Oh, we can't camp out in this. We're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay.
Well, maybe it'll just blow over and it'll be gone in an hour or so. Certainly, it can't last long in this heat.
Can I see the snow inside from the store?
I'm sorry, Vestia, what was that?
Can you see the snow from the store?
Yes.
You can see the snow if you're looking out any window, which there are quite a few, as well as the front entrance, which are glass doors. You are seeing the snow come down, and it is starting to pack on the ground.
Holy crap.
I want to ask the seller, how often do you have snow during the summer?
Never.
Never.
But look at it. Is this a regular weather for you?
No, this is weird.
I'm going to... You know, I
Okay,
took
then I need some kind of heavy
You know, it's
stuff
getting too
alcohol
cold
from
now.
you.
I'm gonna go back into the convenience store. It's too cold to actually go camp out in.
Same here.
I took a class in geology, I remember. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to pick up some of the snow. Is it really snow or could it be like ash?
You pick it up. It's cold. It melts in your hand. It's snow. And and as you're standing out there feeling this, the flakes are getting bigger and it's coming down harder.
Holy smoke. Well, we better get inside.
I'll ask the gas station attendant if there's a nearby motel that we could possibly get a room until this blows over. It looks like as fast as it's coming down, the road might be dangerous to continue driving on.
Yeah, it's too dangerous to drive in these conditions. We don't even have winterized tires.
The motel, the closest one would be 2 hours one way and 3 hours the other way.
Oh, crap. I guess we're stuck here then for... Shit.
Craig, don't be so
At least,
we can drive it.
at least you got a bathroom.
Oh yeah, we got men's room, restroom, women's room. You are able to stay here until it passes over.
Well, if we end up getting snowed in, at least there's food.
Oh yeah. Got the deli over there. We got hot dogs that are constantly running over here.
This has got to be some sort of freak. I bet you it's all gone in an hour.
Oh, I can
You know,
guarantee.
I'm gonna go over by the window and take a selfie of myself with the freak snow.
On your cell phone from the 1990s?
Not in
Yeah,
the early,
1990s
not in the early
cell phone.
90s. You're not.
What? She's a witch.
Sorry, I forgot the.
We're 10 years before
Gonna
selfies.
say,
It's
I'm gonna go
okay.
over with my camera, which has film in it.
Your disposable camera.
My disposable camera, and take a photo of myself over by the snow because
I can
It's
make you
early
a photo
selfie.
with your camera if you like.
The attendant at the counter is currently pulling out a radio and trying to get a signal, trying to get some sort of news. You guys can also see over at the tables by the deli, there are some people there as well, and they're all staring out the window and going, "Oh my gosh, it's snowing!" and fascinated.
Did you put salt on my hot dog? Dude.
No, it's original local taste.
Did you put pepper on it too?
Pepper's cool, but salt, it's already salty.
I'm going to.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Good for you. Your body needs salt.
It's like a salt stick in a bun.
Yep.
Well, you would know about salt sticks in your buns, wouldn't you?
Do they have extra, like, do they have souvenir T-shirts or nonsense like that here?
I'm sorry, Oscar, what was that?
Do they have souvenir T-shirts and stuff like that here?
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
I'm gonna
In fact,
buy.
there is
I'm gonna buy
a
two.
shirt that says "Oh hell, half acre." Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a couple of those in case I need to layer up.
Okay.
Do they have
You
any
can
like
certainly do that. They
they
are
have any-
very expensive though.
That's okay.
what, like $5?
I purchased
No more like
a,
15.
I have my American Express card.
I purchased a little snow globe that says "Hell froze over in Hell's half acres."
If only there was one.
Is it enough snow that we can play snowballs?
Oh,
What's
it's
on this?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I at least want to go get my stuff out of the car.
Yeah, let's go get our stuff out of the car.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
We'll go get the stuff out of the car.
with the
And
time
I
that
wanna-
you've spent buying stuff and such. You open the door. The snow has gone up to the bottom of your car.
Holy crap.
What?
Just a few minutes. This is way too much snow. The
I want
sky's
to start
gray.
packing one into a
We're
snowball.
snowed in.
Yeah, let's do a snowball battle. So I make one
And I wanna-
little bit snowball and throw it into Craig.
Yeah, I want to hit Craig too.
Double hit into Craig.
Okay, all right.
And
You know,
I'm
we
going
have
to-
snow mines.
I'm
only-
going to try to dodge and make
Here we explore the combat system.
Dude, it's really getting cold out here.
Yes,
I'll
it
unpack.
is-
I'll unpack
it
the
is
car
getting-
and bring the stuff in.
As
I'm
for
gonna
the
help unpack the
temperature,
car, too.
as for the temperature, those of you that are wearing just, the typical things you would wear in 90-degree weather, shorts, t-shirt, whatever, you're starting to regret that decision because it's easily becoming far too cold to be wearing that, and the
Right.
wind is starting to pick up.
Quick, let's get everything inside.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get everything inside, and if I can, wrap myself in a blanket if we have it.
Yes, you're seeing a few people leaving the convenience store having expressions on their face like "holy shit" and saying the same thing, as well as they're starting to come up to their vehicles and looking around for something warm.
Yeah, good luck driving if you're going to try to drive.
Yeah,
Um,
none of them seem to be leaving. They're just grabbing stuff just like you are.
I think we can leave the tent and stuff in the car because we ain't going to put up a tent inside the convenience store. But get your bags, get your rucksacks and your sleeping bags. We might be stuck here.
I'll pour myself a coffee and have a seat.
Yeah.
And just keep an
I
eye on everyone.
Head inside, get the stuff kind of piled near one of the tables. That's kind of quote unquote our table, and
which there is a table that you can do that with. There's nobody sitting at a couple of tables.
So I go to the lady behind the counter and I'm like, "You mind asking what's your name?"
Oh, my name's Miss Rafferty.
Miss Rafferty. Do you have a radio or something? Maybe we can find out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I'm actually trying that now. I'm having a hell of a time getting a signal, though. She's turning the dial, and you're hearing the crackle of white noise and that weird noise.
Yeah.
And finally, she gets to a station that is somewhat clear. And you're hearing a man say, "Attention. There's a freak weather warning. There is a winter weather sighting over Hell's Half-Acre area. Please be advised, do not leave your homes. It is estimated to drop far more snow. It is already snowed for about 3 feet."
Jeez, it looks like Brooks outside. Terrible.
Remind me again why I hang out with you guys.
Because nobody else will hang out with you.
Wow.
Because you got hands like a lumberjack.
I go, Miss Rafferty, do you have decks of cards here?
Oh yeah, there's some playing cards in, I believe, the second shelf. I'm not sure.
I'm going to grab a deck of playing cards, if I can find one, and then several bags of Hershey's Kisses.
Oh, poker.
Yeah, I get the...
Hey, there's an idea. Ooh,
excellent idea.
I can teach you to play Kings in the Corner. Anyone ever play Kings in the Corner?
Oh, God, not Kings in the Corner.
Oh, come on, it's fun.
It's Crazy Eight.
It's either that or, Old Maid.
Poker.
Poker is great.
Is there
There's
booze
like
in the
dozens
store?
of different kinds. Dozens of different kinds of poker.
There actually is booze, Jen.
Okay.
There is a cooler with some beer and no hard liquor, though. Mostly
You
just
can make you some cocktails.
All right, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get beers for everyone, and I'm saying it's my deck. We're playing poker, and you have to take a swallow of beer every time you bust.
This is why you're my favorite professor. Realize?
If we're stuck here, we might as well stay on vacation. I don't think we're going to be leaving anytime soon.
Good point.
As you're starting to deal out these cards, one of the people sitting at the table, a uniformed officer of the law, looks to be a gentleman in his early 40s, has a rather big beer belly, comes up and says, "Oh, poker, huh?"
Nope, they're all yeah.
We're gambling for chocolate, not for any kind of money.
I show my driver's license.
Come on, you can't get me to put in a joke here. I was trying to.
You want to join in?
I was going to pull out my handcuffs and be all.
How long have you been a policeman in this area?
Oh, I've been working the highway patrol for about 20 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Oh, no, nothing like this. Usually it stays at about high 80s, low 90s around here and dry as a bone.
Well, from the looks of it, you're going to have ski people up here next week.
Hey, more the merrier.
Bizarre.
Well, they've been talking that the aerosol cans were going to make a hole in the ozone layer.
It's true.
Yeah, but that's supposed to cause warming, not this.
Golden one. So this is some poker game.
It causes climate. Strange.
But yeah,
Sounds like an inconvenient truth, if you ask me.
oh. But yeah, I'll sit down and have a hand with you.
Okay.
Not
So-
like we got anything else going on. I'm not hearing anything over the radio.
Well, no news is good news.
Yeah,
I'll
True.
don't need to haul ass in this weather. I'll tell you that.
All right, so we're just going to play friendly hands of poker with Hershey's Kisses, and, hopefully it'll all blow over. I mean, a freak storm is odd, but it's nothing to get alarmed over.
I mean, it's not like the power's going to go out and we're going to lose heat.
Good timing. True. Power goes out.
Kristen,
Ah!
I may be your favorite teacher, but at the moment you're my least favorite student.
Maybe Miss Ruffer has some candles so we can light it up and keep on playing our poker game.
Mrs. Rafferty actually, you hear her go, shit. And the policeman kind of stands up and walks over to her, and you hear them having a kind of back and forth. And
I'll try and listen in on their conversation.
okay, go ahead and make a listen roll as you're sitting there playing poker in the dark.
07 critical.
Nice, nicely done. You are sitting closer towards the front counter than anybody else, which is why you're able to hear well. You hear Mrs. Rafferty saying something about the generator's not going to kick on for an hour and it's going to be freezing in here. And the officer saying, "Oh, don't worry anything about it, Miss Rafferty. I'll go outside and check the panel."
Geez, Mike, this is going to be like that time our power went out in the dorm.
I'd like to go with the officer and help him.
Okay, Mike. You go over to the officer. As he's about ready to step through the door, he kind of turns to you. What's up?
I think that I could help you with a generator, if you don't mind, of course.
Oh, well, I was going to check the electrical panel, see if maybe the circuit breakers trip, but the more the merrier.
Yeah, spare hands would help you.
Right. And he opens the door, and as he opens the door, you see nothing but a blizzard coming through. You can't even see the cars that are parked in the parking lot.
Ooh,
Careful out there, Mike. Both of you be careful out there.
Don't get lost.
Oh, don't
Get
worry,
lost where? It's all flat.
The snow is really coming down, though.
True.
Oh,
I think while I'll be away, Craig will have opportunity to win just one game. He's quite a good poker player.
We should play Follow the
Kings
Queen.
of the Corner.
No, poker, but Follow the Queen.
Okay.
Or Nighttime Baseball. That one's fun.
all
I think I
right.
played that one.
Baseball is pretty fun. But
That's the
anyway.
one where you keep your cards face down and you reveal them one at a time. And fours, on a 4 you get another. You can take another card, and on a 3 or a 9 you get they're wild.
Sounds fun.
All right. So, Mike, you're going out there with the officer. The officer's in front of you, trying to push his way through snow that is now up to your crotch. And he's going around the front of the store and heading towards where the corner turns.
I follow him.
Make
Like
a listen
film.
roll.
Wow. I hear something crunching.
I passed. 28.
Okay. You pass. You hear something that, as the wind's howling in your ear, something's coming along with it. It sounds like at at the best you can guess, a bestial growl.
A bestial growl, like in some feral beast.
Correct.
I turned to the officer and Mr. Paulson, did you hear this? Something like a dog barking outside of building somewhere. Do you have some issues with wolves and wild animals down here?
Not very often. I mean, every now and then there's maybe a bear, but that's rare. There's not a water source for another 10 miles of here.
Mm. Okay, I'm trying to look at our baggages to get check about the beast if it comes closer, or I hear it once again.
Okay. You don't hear it again for quite some time as he's reaching the back of the restaurant, where there is a circuit breaker box, which he starts to open up, and you hear him curse under his breath like, shit. You don't know how to... What was that, Mike? Mike Morgan?
I want to light it with my flashlight to see what's there inside. Why he's so distracted about it.
You shine the flashlight on it, only to find that all the wires connected to the breaker panels have been severed, as if by perhaps pliers or wire cutters.
I ask an officer, can we somehow fix this?
The officer kind of bends down, looking at the wires. He says, there's whole sections of wire missing this long or more. There's no way we can fix this.
I understand. And what's we going to do with this? Let's head back into the shop and tell everyone, or we just say them that it's critically damaged and we can't fix it, or we say them the truth.
I say tell them the truth. They're going to have to get some warmth for another hour before the generator kicks on.
Maybe we should check a generator as we're outside.
The generator's actually inside the loading area, if I remember.
So let's head back.
All right. Well, lead the way, I suppose.
Yep. Let's go back into the shop.
Now you turn around to come back. The snow has come down so hard that it's drifted over the trail that you made, and you're having to basically make a new one.
At least we brought our sleeping bags inside. We can sort of, use them like blankets and wrap them around ourselves.
My God, this is insane.
And Mike, as you're making your way to the corner to get to the front of the restaurant, make a listen roll once more.
Failed.
Okay. You turn around the corner. Those of you inside the store hear a loud crash of glass as one of the windows by the Big Plains Deli tables has burst open and the officer is flung through onto the floor.
What the fuck?
Oh, I get to him and check him. Is it okay? Did he
Is he okay?
Bound?
I immediately run over to him and
Me too.
try and
Same.
apply first aid.
As do I.
And snow and cold is coming in, right?
Yep, it's coming in.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna try and push stuff in front of this open window. Anything substantial.
You do have tables that seem large enough that you might be able to do that.
I yell
Hey,
before
Craig,
they.
help me stand one.
How
Mike-
terrible is the table?
I start yelling for Mike to get back in here.
Mike is still outside at the front of the restaurant and
Mike.
has not heard any of this.
Mike, get
Mike,
inside.
get in here! Mike!
I'm getting inside the shop.
Is this the same cop that was outside with Mike?
Yep, the same cop.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Is he okay?
I'm gonna run to the front
Find
door
your
and push
first
it
aid.
open, make sure that he can get in.
Okay, you do that. Those of you checking on the officer, he's laying on the ground. He's bleeding profusely onto the floor. His intestines are hanging out of his torso.
Uh,
Oh my god!
Can I somehow just help him make a...
well, you're still outside,
Please.
Mike.
I'm sorry.
So,
I get
We're beyond first aid, obviously.
God,
Yeah,
oh
something
my
like
god.
a straight up first aid roll.
Yeah.
It's
Is anyone in here a doctor at all? Anyone?
Yes, I am.
A medical doctor!
I-
one man actually
look-
raises his
look-
hand.
I actually have 50 points in medicine, so.
Well, one man actually raises his hand and says, "I'm a doctor. I'm a surgeon,"
Well,
and he's
Then
rushing over. He's rushing over.
I'll back off and assist if he lets me. But if he's a surgeon, this is more him than me.
Well, he's not going to dismiss any help, but too many people crowded around. He will say, "Back up, give him some air."
You know, I back up and I leave it to the professionals and try to help seal up the windows as best as I can.
Okay, Mike.
You said Mike is still outside?
Yep, Mike.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
You're
in.
making your way to the door.
Yep.
Make a hard spot hidden.
Successful.
Excellent. You're rushing towards the door where Craig is waving you in, trying to get you in. You see just run by you the outline of something that looks large, hairy, with a large horn sticking out of its face, covered in blood. Just as you make it to the door. Make a sanity check.
Do I see-
99.
99. Wow. Okay, roll D10.
3.
You lose that many sanity points. Yay.
Okay.
Now I'm standing at the door looking at him. Do I see anything?
A little bit
Go ahead and
screaming.
make a
I
perception roll.
try
Hard.
to get inside the store. Like, no!
I don't.
You don't make it, so you just see the wall of ice and snow that is the blizzard outside. But Mike is running past you in a panic.
I grab him and I'm pulling him in.
What happened out there? Are you okay?
What the hell?
I saw something in snow and like a bear. It's scary one, and
Is there like wolves or something out there? Something knocked the cop through the window.
Yeah, something tossed him through the window.
something big and strange, and with all this electricity cut down, all the wires with such size close.
You're saying
Guys,
they're
Can you give me something to drink? It's some heavy alcohol. I don't know.
No, I grab a
I
beer
get
and I
you
give
some
it to him.
coffee. No, he needs some coffee.
Okay, true. We better be sober for this.
Well, and just because it's cold, he needs something hot.
True.
I grab a beer.
At this point, Dr. Martin and the doctor on the officer, The doctor, his hands are covered in blood from trying to stem the bleeding. He stands up and shakes his head sadly and says, "I'm sorry. He's gone. I can't do anything."
Have we been able to stop
said-
the cold coming in?
I'll tell the doctor. I said, "Don't worry. He was dead when he hit the ground. There was nothing you could have done."
I just hate it when... And as for staunching off the cold, Terrible was able to prop a table up against the window, which does cause partial blockage, but there is still a little bit of snow coming in.
Is there any way I can get like some blankets or towels to like stuff in where the snow is coming through, or is it too large of a hole?
It's enough where you can put towels or a blanket in it. And
We might need
stop it up.
I do that.
We might need the blankets.
Well, if we need the blankets later, we can grab the blankets. But for now, this will keep the wind from coming in.
I'll police the body. I will wrap him up in whatever. If I can find plastic bags, I'll cut them into sheeting. And I'll just wrap him up and try and get him to a corner. I'd rather do plastic bags because if the body's going to continue to bleed, I don't need a puddle freaking everyone out.
Right.
I just go to a very clinical place.
As for freaking everybody out, they're already freaking out. They're looking at this dead body of a cop on the ground and talking amongst themselves, going, "Holy shit, what is this? We're gonna die. What's out there? Who did this?"
Does the police officer still have his handcuffs, radio, and service revolver?
He does still have his service revolver. He still has the radio, but it seems to, from the receiver down to the actual machine, the wire has been cut. Seems to be where he got slashed across the belly.
All right, I will. If I can keep anyone from seeing me, I'll make sure that I take his service revolver and his handcuffs, and then I'm going to address the room with a psychology roll and just tell everyone, look, this was some kind of animal attack, probably, acting a little strange because of the weird weather. He probably startled it, but we're safe inside. We're all together. We're going to block up this hole. Snow this heavy can't last that long, and we're going to be okay. So everybody... Panicking's not going to do anything. We need to keep our heads on straight, and we'll get through this.
And this is where Deep Blue Sea you get killed.
Excuse me?
This is where in Deep Blue Sea you get killed.
I'll sit near one of the walls trying to calm down after what I saw in snow and this dead body.
Yeah, you're perfectly justified doing that.
I'm going to... unzip one of the sleeping bags and throw it around Mike, because he was out in that freezing cold. So
get warmed up.
If he's wearing jeans, they're caked with snow and starting to melt and get his pants wet.
Yeah. Get his clothing off and see if we can find like some warm water to keep him warm.
The guy behind the deli counter actually says, "I got plenty of hot water."
Oh, thank God. Okay. Check him for any frostbite. Make sure he doesn't have any frostbite.
I don't think he was out there long enough for that, but let's just get him warmed up.
I want to start looking for some fire starting material in case this generator doesn't kick on when it should.
Yeah, hand warmers, anything.
There are no hand warmers as this is not the season for it, but you are able to find matches and some fire starter equipment, looks like, for camping groups.
Is there any firearms in here for sale, like rifles or?
There are not any. The guy behind the counter helps Kristen get some hot water, and he helps bring it over to Mike. The doctor that was helping with the officer is currently ducking into the men's restroom. His hands are covered in blood. He's wanting to wash his hands.
Yeah.
Right.
I am going to go over to Mike and try and calmly get him to describe what he saw. And if I have to roll psychology to calm him down, I will. Certainly not looking to panic him any more than he is.
Okay. Mike?
Speaking with Martin, I use a full description of what I saw inside the mist with all these clothes and blood on it and how it looked at me like a wild beast wanting fresh meat and blood, and that it scared me a lot.
Okay. Clinically, does he believe what he's saying? Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah, go ahead and make a psychology roll on that.
I do so, and I'm successful.
He totally believes what he sees. What he saw.
I'm going to go and look kind of out the window hole to see if, and it's a long shot, but I'm looking for tracks. I'm sure as fast as the snow is falling, it probably is already filled in, but something that size may have left an impression.
Okay, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll as you look out the window.
I only failed by 6, so I'm going to burn 6 luck points to make it.
Okay, you burn those 6 luck points to make it. You do not see any tracks, but the canopy that is over the gas pumps has one of those small canopies over it.
Mm-hmm.
You see a few outlines of something up there. Looks like perhaps people.
People.
Just barely past the blizzard and the weather.
I'm going to keep an eye on them, and I'll say, hey, do we have any road flares in here? But I'm not going to take my eyes off of these figures.
Well, I'll check, Doctor.
Is there a payphone in here?
There is.
I'm gonna go try the
Actually,
payphone.
right by the front counter. Okay, you put in some change. You open it. You hear nothing but the disconnect tone of beep.
So I can't dial 911 and get anything.
No, it doesn't seem to be able to go through. Miss Rafferty is by the radio. Again, she's turning the dial. She said, I lost signal with that one. They were just talking about how phone lines are going down.
Did you find those?
So this is all over the Hell's Half-Acre area, so this is a big storm.
Did you find those road flares?
No,
there are no road flares to be found in the store.
Is there anything that can be used to light at all?
Fire starter.
Yeah.
I'm going to call over Terrible.
What's up?
I go, don't make a big deal of it, but over there by the canopy, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Can you make a spy check?
Go ahead and have one.
40, made it.
All right, you definitely see what he's pointing out. There are outlines of what look like a few people up on the canopy of the gas pumps.
I walk
Yeah,
over to the fire
that's
starter.
good,
I'm like,
Doc.
is this what you guys wanted? I have a fire starter. That's about all I could find.
No, well, it's a good find, but it's not what we need. Let's keep a hand on that though.
I mean, there's
Those of
nothing else I can
you-
find, but I'll keep a hold of it.
Craig and Mike,
Mhm.
go ahead and make listen rolls.
Oh no. Failed.
17, yes.
Excellent. Craig, amongst the hustle and bustle of the people by the deli tables,
Hmm.
you managed to isolate a few individuals. It may be suspicious, it may not, but they are specifically speaking in another language and seem to be trying to avoid contact with the other people.
Does it sound like a language that I recognize, even if I don't speak it?
From the sound of it, you can maybe discern that it is either German or perhaps Polish.
German, Polish, Dutch, something like that.
Something from the Deutschland area.
Right. Okay. Do they look just like regular people?
Oh, they look like regular people. They're wearing jeans, t-shirts. However, each one of them is carrying a rather heavy backpack.
They're probably
one-
camping.
And one is kind of making his way to the men's restroom, just as the surgeon makes his way out with his hands clean.
Okay. I'm gonna go look, see what kind of food stocks there are in the deli.
Okay.
Is there somebody who's running the deli?
Yes, there is. There's actually two people that are running the deli. One of them is a younger gentleman, maybe 20, and the other one's 43. They look too similar to not be father and son.
Hey, how you doing? It's weird, huh?
The older gentleman goes, "Yeah, no kidding. I've never seen anything like this. That cop dying."
Well, that's just the freakiest thing. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe a bear.
I hope not. I want to go home.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are going anywhere, but you guys have the skills to cook us some fine food. What do we do?
Oh, once the power kicks on, trust me, we'll be serving hot pastrami's and French dips before you know it.
That's too bad everything's not gas here.
I know. Why is everything running on just that electrical panel and that generator?
No.
You think they'd have it kick on immediately.
My name's Craig, by the way.
Oh, Robert. He shakes your hand and says, "And this is my son, Robbie, Robert Jr."
Cool. Nice to meet you. Hope that we all get through this alive.
That's a little ominous, Craig. Be nice to them. They're obviously freaking out. I mean, so are
Well,
we.
Either we're going to make it or we're not going to make it, but I hope we make it.
Yes, and there's that family behind you with the 9-year-old kid that just now heard that, and he's now crying.
I'm gonna go try to calm the kid down. Like, no, it's all right. It's all right. He didn't mean that. We're gonna be okay. Look what you did, Craig. You made him cry.
Yeah, you're not helping. And I now walk over to the German, the one that's still sitting there, and I
James?
say, Craig Weedy, and I hold out my hand to shake his hand.
He extends his hand and says, "Oh, my name is Till." He shakes his hand. He obviously has a handle on his accent. He sounds pretty American.
Till, that's an interesting name.
Oh yeah, Till Bachman.
Till Bachman.
I'm actually from Berlin.
From Germany.
Yeah, they broke down the wall not too long ago.
That's true. Well,
We're celebrating.
we'll try to keep a stiff upper lip. This is weird weather for us.
Oh, believe me, it's weird for us too. And as he's saying this, go ahead and make a psychology roll, if you can there, Craig.
23, but my psychology is 10, so that didn't pass.
I can try overhearing, since I'm in the same area.
Okay, go ahead.
My psychology is also a 10, but I rolled a 3.
Awesome sauce. That's great. This guy is hiding something. He's clearly seems too calm for this.
Anyway, bro, if you need anything, we're right over here.
So I kind of walk over.
Don't worry. Me and Tarman will keep an eye on each other, and we'll help you all out too.
So I go back over to Mike. Mike, how you doing?
I think that I'm feel a little bit calm after what I saw, and I'm looking around the shop to find some kind of, I don't know, improvised weapon or type of melee weapon to keep it in my sight, just to be sure that if something happened or break down inside, I get an opportunity to pick it up and use it to like calm myself.
You can find a few things that you can make as an improvised weapon. For instance, there are shovels in a shelf. You can certainly grab one of those.
Is there a
One
fire
of those
axe?
small shovels. No fire axes, though.
I'm looking over at Doc Martin and Terrible looking out the window. What the hell are you guys looking at? I'm gonna go over and look out.
And I'll say there's some people outside, and they seem to be staking out the area. What have you learned? What have you learned? I don't want to let everyone know and start a panic, but I think we're under siege.
Yeah, I noticed them over there talking, and I walk over, kind of not at the German sitting at the table, very friendly, and I walk over and I go over to them and I whisper, "Guys, I overheard what Craig was saying to that one guy, Till. I think that guy's hiding something. There's something wrong.
Oh,
Something
I
wrong
don't know.
with
He's probably just nervous.
I'll
No, he's too calm.
I'll go have a word with him.
Jeff, let me clarify. The canopy over the gas pumps.
Mm-hmm.
The people are standing on top of it?
Correct.
How the hell
Up
did
on
they
the
get
roof
up there?
area?
How the hell did they get up there?
You don't know, but as those of you who have been watching them,
Telling that to them. How the hell did they get up there?
I know.
Yeah.
But as you are watching them, they seem to join hands.
What in the hell?
How's going on?
What are you all looking at? Oh,
There's people up there. What in God's name are they doing?
I'll signal to Terrible that I'd like him to follow me as I go
Yeah,
over.
I'll tag along.
Okay. And as soon as I get over, I'm gonna say, "Strange weather we're having, huh?" To the German gentleman.
Oh, he nods and says, "Oh yeah, very."
I'll smile and I'll say, "I was wondering if you could tell me what you know about it," and I will read his reaction to that statement and his answer.
Okay. He more or less. Go ahead and make a psychology roll before I give his reaction.
I make it.
Okay. Did you make a hard success or?
No, I did not make a hard success.
Okay.
But just a basic success.
He does look a bit surprised by your question, but he kind of points out and goes, "It's snowing. And not long ago, it was 90 degrees outside. That's nothing I've heard of."
And I'll smile and I'll say, there's only 2 people in this building that aren't disturbed by a man flying through the window. I know why I'm not. I'm wondering why you aren't. Maybe you want to tell me that, and I'll take a step closer, and I will roll intimidation.
Okay.
And I will burn 10 points of luck to make that.
Okay. As his luck slowly drains. The German kind of raises his hands and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're all friends here. I'm just wanting to be one of the calms in the storm, all right? I'm not wanting any trouble."
I'll say, then maybe you should tell me right now what you know, or you're going to get some trouble, and I will slip the pistol into my hand and make sure he sees me do it.
All right. As you're occupied with this, Mike, since you're the only one not looking out the window or being occupied by the German.
No, Terrible was backing me up.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Still,
Yeah.
Mike is the only one not
involved.
Not occupied.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
Oh. Let me check with my numbers. Critical success.
Excellent. That's what you need. You see the other German leave the restroom, but you notice something. He left the wrong restroom. He went into the women's restroom, not the men's. And he's just now stepped out.
Did I remember whether he entered the men's restroom or women's?
He entered the women's and came out of the women's. And you just now caught him coming out.
I'm trying to look a little bit surprised, and after he moves out from restroom, try to get into the women's one.
Okay. Let's shift back.
Go ahead.
Let's shift back to the ones looking through the window.
Mm-hmm.
You guys both feel a hand on your shoulders as the doctor, the surgeon, is looking out going, "What are you guys looking at? Holy shit, how'd they get up there?"
You know,
You scared me.
I'm sorry.
I keep thinking that maybe we're tricking ourselves. Maybe that's like an antenna or something, and it's just got snow and stuff around it.
It's probably nothing. I need
I
to
don't
go to the
know.
bathroom, guys.
But I figured I should tell you guys, the trucker, he's talking about going outside and taking some people with him.
Well, we can't stop him from going, but he saw what happened.
Dangerous.
He says he's got a shotgun in his truck.
What if the wind blows him off the road?
He's not going to drive. He just says he wants to get his shotgun out of the truck.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
How close is his shotgun, though? I mean, how close is his truck?
About where you parked your car, on the far end of the parking lot.
No, okay, but let me go use the bathroom first. I'll go with you, but I need to use the bathroom. So I excuse myself to go do that.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, back to the German. He goes, "What? What trouble? Why do you have a gun?
The gun.
I was going to say, don't you know this is America? Lots of people have guns. And you still haven't answered my question.
We're here on vacation.
And did you bring the snow with you?
Is this supposed to be...
Whoa.
Doc, I think you're losing it, Doc. Come on. This is just a German guy. He's not the enemy.
His German friend comes around and sees the gun and also puts his hands up and goes, "Whoa, whoa."
Let's remember Psychology 101. We're starting to look for a scapegoat here to blame on the snow. It's snow, Doc. It's snow.
I will say, right, it's snow that ripped the man's guts out and threw him through a window. Just
Wasn't
snow.
these guys? They were just sitting in here. Come on. There's a wild animal out there. That's got to be the thing.
Craig, go find a ball.
A what?
A ball. He wants me to find a football so that I have something to do.
Yeah, but that was the German. A what?
I'm not sure that those are guys up there. I think that might be antennas that have got snow on them.
And I think the Nile's is a river in Egypt.
Dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Look, we are on vacation. Just put the gun away, sir.
I will put the gun away when you honestly tell me what you know about all of this.
I know nothing.
I'll roll
Absolutely
psychology.
niche.
All right, 30. That is a hard success on psychology.
He's lying through his teeth, but he's doing a real good job at it.
I'll smile and I'll say, I haven't seen such a good liar since I caught that Russian agent.
Hey, Doc.
And I will immediately raise the gun.
The family nearby is in shock, and they're trying to hide their kid from what you're doing.
I'm gonna put my arm around Terrible and pull him over a little, and I say, we might need your boxing skills here in a couple seconds. I think the doc is lost.
And I will tell everyone that they're lying.
They're stuck in this the same as us, says the father of the family that is currently huddling in a corner. They're same as us. They're stuck here just like you.
I'll roll. Well, I've already rolled Intimidate and they haven't cracked.
Not really, no. However, the guy that you're pointing the gun at looks scared shitless.
I will say, do you want me to count to 3 like they do in the movies? I just want to know what you know. It's obviously you're hiding something. I don't want to kill you, especially not in front of this child.
All right. For the moment, we shall shift to the bathroom group. Kristen and Mike. Mike, you were making your way to the bathroom before Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kristen, as you step into the bathroom, Mike's in there.
What the hell are you doing in here, Mike?
Mine's one is busy and I need to wash my hands. I feel a little bit struck after all the snow. So, would you be so kind to close the door?
Okay, I guess I close the door and I wait. Unless it's a multi-stall bathroom.
It's multi-stall.
Alright, well, I honestly don't care. I'm just gonna go shut the door, lock in, do my business.
Okay. Mike, there's 3 stalls, one of them with your friend in it.
I'd like to check and other 2 and look inside the main part. Maybe I see something strange. I do not remember, did the German get out with backpack or without it?
He didn't seem to come in there with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you check the first stall. Make a hard spot hidden.
Failed.
You do not find anything of significance. It's just a regular toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the trash. Nothing hidden in the sanity bin. Nothing.
So I check the second one.
Okay. Same deal.
Failed too. So as I get out, I just wash my hands and get off the bathroom.
Okay. You go out of the bathroom. Kristen, make a luck roll.
I just barely make it.
You are about to stand up and leave as well. When you bump against the bin for the wipes.
Yeah, the sanitary bin.
Yeah. And something falls out of the bottom.
Take a look at whatever it is.
It's a sphere. And as you look in it, it's snowing inside. Looks like a snow globe. And yet as you look inside, past the flakes of snow, you see the restaurant. You see the cars. You see the trucks. You see the truck driver about to open the door along with the doctor and your friend behind him.
Okay.
They're moving as if alive. Make a sanity roll.
Nope. Fail.
Roll d6.
Of course I would roll a fucking 6.
Brilliant! I get to consult my chart. Okay, roll a percentile for me.
All right. 27.
You cannot handle what you're seeing so much that you drop it and run. You got to get out of here now. You got to get out of the restaurant. You've got to get out of this area. You've got to get out of this shithole now.
So yeah, I'm running, screaming out of the bathroom, moving towards the door. Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Can I catch her as she run out of the bathroom?
Go ahead and I'll say you are able to grab onto her, but she is in so much of a panic that it will have to constitute a grapple check.
Do I have to roll dex to avoid? Or dodge?
Dodge.
Should I enroll for a fighting brawl? Yep. Use a grapple.
Yes.
Good luck! I mean, I have 65 dodge. I do make the dodge check.
I failed the grapple check.
I also want to try and grab her if I see her going.
You're trying to catch a gymnast.
However, terrible, you are over at the other end of the store, occupied by a German.
Gotcha.
However, you do hear her scream. Everybody does, and you can all turn and see her wriggle out of Mike's grasp as she runs for the front door.
Not taking my eyes off the German.
Yeah, I'm sprinting towards her to try and stop her.
Kirsten.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. They were in a. Let go of me, and I keep trying to run.
Okay. What is your movement rate, Kristen? What is your movement rate, Terrible?
Mine's 8.
8.
The same, and you're both running at basically the same rate. Okay. Kristen, you have to push through the door. It is now 3 feet of snow on the ground. Make a strength roll.
I make the strength roll with a 32.
Okay. You managed to push the door open enough that you were able to get out. Terrible. You managed to get to the same door as she's running towards one of the cars.
Okay.
You don't need to make a strength roll as she just pushed some of the snow aside.
I'll
Kristen.
continue pursuing.
Mm-hmm.
Make a spot hidden roll.
I'm going into the bathroom to see what the hell scared the shit out of her.
Yeah, I'd like to join you to see what scared her.
I'm actually going to burn 8 luck so I can make that.
Okay. You burn a luck point. That is enough that you see it coming. Make a dodge roll as you see a large, hairy, horned thing rushing at you.
Okay, first of all, I made the dodge roll with 13. Second of all, I shriek and run the other way.
All right. You managed to make a 13, you said?
13
That's
out of
probably an
65.
extreme success. That's an extreme success.
That is an extreme success. Just as an extreme success.
Okay. So you managed to roll out of the way just as this thing barrels past you and into the blizzarding beyond the other way. And you shriek and I'm sorry, but another sanity roll.
Poor Kirsten.
Do I see
She
this?
actually just barely makes it this time.
In that case, it is just 1.
Do I see
At
this
this
as well?
point, I'm crying, sobbing, and trying to get back into the building, and I'm shaking and freezing with cold.
Okay, and Terrible, go ahead and make a spot hidden check yourself.
87 fail.
You do not see any of this. So, Kristen, you're wanting to get away from here as much as possible, but something just attacked you. What do you do?
I am going to try to hopefully hold myself up in the nearest area that seems stable.
Make a hard spot hidden roll since you're panicked.
Not quite.
You see the outline of a car.
I'm going to try to move towards the car then.
Okay.
With her hesitation, have I caught up yet?
Yes, you have.
Well, I want to grapple onto her and drag her back inside that building.
Okay. Make a fight brawl, and Kristen, if you are, which you are still panicked, go ahead and make a dodge roll.
Success. 50.
That time I actually failed.
80.
Terrible. You managed to grab onto Kristen and hold her as much as possible and try to pull her towards the store.
Let me go! Let me go! I need to get out of here, please!
Would you like a strength check?
No, the grapple and the fact that you're Terry Terrible Brooks, I can assume you're able to.
80 strength.
But back inside to the German group. Right now it is just the doctor and 2 Germans. Till still has his hands up.
I'm just going to hold them at gunpoint until they either bring my friend back in or whatever freaked her out in the bathroom is revealed by the 2 people who went in there. And I'll just smile and I'll say, it's kind of all falling apart for whatever you're up to. So if you're honest with me now, it'll probably go better for you. Oh, and if anything happens to my friend outside, I'm going to shoot one of you.
At this point, he kind of looks at his friend. His friend looks at him and gives a slight nod. Till at this point says, "All right." Puts his hands down. "We are Kinder der Wendigo."
All right, well, I can't metagame, so I'm going to roll occult
Go for it.
to see if I know what that is. But I know what that is.
I know what that is too.
And I will say, all right, that makes absolutely no sense to me. Do you want to explain what that means?
We are children of the Wendigo.
Would I have heard the Native American legend of the Wendigo, the cannibal, flesh-eating wilderness creature?
Let's see. I would think that would be an anthropology roll.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Nope.
Yeah. It sounds like hippy dippy. Children of the Wendigo.
I will say, okay, now you've basically said the same incomprehensible nonsense in English and not German. What the hell is a children of the Wendigo?
We are worshippers of the Cold One. Worshippers of the winter to come. The everlasting cold.
So this was all you're doing then?
Oh, not all our doing. There are others.
To what end are you doing this? Because my friends and I are all on vacation and we're not really part of your religious cult.
We are creating the right environment to summon our Lord. And to end your lives as a proper sacrifice.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
We shall see. For it is not in our hands that you are going to die.
Did any of the others hear this?
Well, the family that's sitting there, the dad's like, "You're a bunch of sick fucks." He doesn't care that the kid's there.
I will basically say, okay, since you like the cold so much, I'm putting you guys out in it. Move. And hands on your head, or I will shoot.
You will regret this.
Oh, I'm regretting this trip a lot.
Till puts his hands behind his head. His friend does the same. Those of you in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Craig and Mike.
I'm looking around to see if I can find whatever it is she was screaming at.
That's double chicken.
Okay. Craig, you're the first one to come in.
Yeah.
You kind of hear kind of a rough, there's only one sound to describe it, rolling sound that slowly comes to a stop, bumping into the wall at the opposite end.
Okay. I'm kind of expecting to see a bloody body or something that would make her scream like that. So do I see the little ball?
You're able to duck down and look under and look in the direction of the noise, and you can see the sphere.
What the fuck is that? So I go over and pick it up. How big is it?
It's about the size of, for the sake of narrative, a heart.
So about this big.
Mm-hmm. Big enough that you can do this.
Okay. The hell?
And as you look in it, you see snow, blizzard. You see the restaurant.
Globe.
You see the big truck driver and the doctor going through the snow. But as you're looking in the sphere, you also see a creature wandering around the restaurant, going back and forth, sniffing around the windows. It's big, six-legged, horned furry. Go ahead and make a sanity roll as you realize this is the restaurant you're in. There's living things in this.
Got an 8.
And the creature.
Okay,
8?
got an 8.
Okay, go ahead and roll D2 sanity points.
Okay. 1.
Okay, you lose a single sanity points. Rather shocking, but you're able to pull yourself together far better than Kristen.
This is like
Midterms,
sort of
midterms were worse.
yeah. This is like some sort of dark magic, like Lord of the Rings shit. And I'm going to take the damn thing and I'm just going to smash it against the floor.
You do that. It hits the floor, bounces up harmlessly, but leaves a chip in the tile on the floor.
Holy crap, what's this fucking thing made out of? Mike, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is like some sort of a what do they call them? A crystal ball.
Okay,
I want
Mike,
to shake it a little.
you shake it a little.
Shit.
Nothing happens inside.
The building starts moving.
Everything moves. Everything falls over. End of campaign. You're all broke.
This is some kind of black magic shit.
Okay, Mike, as you're looking into it, you see the same thing as Kristen and Craig have. Roll sanity points.
Okay, Sandy. I failed it.
You failed. Roll d6.
Dude, don't freak out on me.
And I get 1.
Okay, it was no less shocking than exams.
All right, I'm gonna take it out and show it to the doc.
Yeah, let's do it.
What the fuck is this thing? So as we come out, we see him pushing them out the door.
Yep.
Like,
Doc, what are you doing?
Doc, we found something strange inside there. I would be scared.
Yeah,
Who
something
is
we
him?
can't explain. Some sort of black magic shit.
Doc, you have your mic muted.
I'll say, oh, sorry. They've already admitted that they're behind this.
Yeah, well, here's their stupid black magic shit. Look at this thing.
I will hold it in one hand and, you know.
What did they call
hold
that?
on. Before I even look at it, I smile and I say, Mike.
Yeah.
I take the officer's revolver, his service weapon, and I give it to Mike, and I say, I've taken the safety off. Can you cover these two?
Yeah, I can. I put my gun into these two and order them to stand still and do not move.
I will look
Right
at.
from.
I'll take my eyes off them for a minute, and I'll look at the snow globe.
It's like that
Okay.
thing from Lord of the Rings. I think they called it a Palantir. That's what it was.
Nerd.
Okay.
Dude, I read.
I will say. So you were. I said, which one of you was hiding this in the ladies' room?
Well, first, since you looked into the snow globe, make a sanity roll.
How much did I fail? Did I fail? No, I'm okay. I made it.
Okay, roll a d4 and split it in half for a d2.
All right, 1 point.
Wow, Kristen just really lost her shit with this.
Well, she didn't have any prep. See, I've told everybody it's some sort of black magic thing, so they're ready to see something, and they're not as affected.
All right, for a quick segue, we're going outside with Terrible and Kristen. Terrible, you're trying to drag Kristen back in.
Oh, please, please, it'll kill us, please.
What the hell is your problem?
Both of you make a spot hidden roll.
94 blinds back.
23, I spot things.
You see a shape coming towards you from the other side of the parking lot.
And I start screaming and pointing. It's coming for us, please. Let me go. I need to get out of here, please, please.
Yeah, scramble and try and get back inside that building with her as quick as I can.
At this point, I would like you, Terrible, to make a dodge roll.
Me?
Yes, Terrible. You.
16, that's a hard make.
Awesome. You managed to get out of the way just on pure instinct as the body of the big trucker flies into the area where you were standing and lands in a pile behind you.
Damn. Yeah, double time it back inside that building.
And you hear a man yelling, "Run back to the store! Run back to the store!" It's the surgeon. You recognize his voice.
Do I make it back to the doorways?
Are you wanting to run there, or are you still dragging Kristen?
Well, I'm
Oh,
still
I'm dragging her.
panicked.
I'm not
I
going
mean,
to let go.
Okay. The doctor easily runs past you getting to the door. You manage to get about 10 feet to the door, make a spot hidden roll, both of you.
Made that one.
I did not make that one.
Ha ha ha, finally, Terrible has a chance to lose some sanity and perhaps some life. You see a large, furry beast running towards you. Make that beautiful dodge roll one more time.
Up 9.
Damn. Kristen, make a dodge roll.
Yep.
Passed by how much? Because you are grappled by Terrible at the time.
I mean, I passed by like 5. Just 5. So it doesn't matter. If he's still holding on to me, I'm going to go flying with him.
Well, that is true. Terrible, you do manage to dodge and fly out the way. Make a luck roll.
Me?
Yes, Kristen. Luck roll. Sorry, I should have specified.
32 out of 52.
Okay, you do manage to still be in Terrible's arms as he rams his way through the door. However, Terrible, the realization of what you saw just now comes to you. Make a sanity check.
Gotcha. Did not make it.
D10.
5.
Yay, we get to consult the chart again. Make that perception roll.
The spot hidden?
Not spot hidden. Sanity, sorry.
Oh, another sanity?
Just percentile. My goodness.
Just roll percentile.
I'm
Okay.
messing up
86.
over here. 86?
Yes, sir.
You find yourself in a moment of pure helplessness. This thing was so big. This thing was massive. It just killed 2 people in front of you, and there is no way that you can do anything about it. You are just in the darkest place you can think of.
And I'm scrambling to the furthest back corner of this place as I can get.
I'm assuming at this point he has dropped me on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
I'm trying to curl over the floor.
Kristen, you are over your momentary problem. However, Terrible is now on a new problem.
You saw what I did, right? You saw that thing? Terrible, come on, snap out of it,
I don't want no part of this.
Those of you with the German.
Yeah.
He sees those 2 run in as well as the surgeon before them. And he says, "See? We're not the ones going to kill you."
And I'll say, well, let's see if it'll treat you with any difference. And I'll push him out into the snow, into the path of whatever they were running from. Just one of them, not the other.
Dude, they might be the only ones that can stop it.
Yeah, but there's two of them. We can spare one.
I'm assuming I noticed that they found the globe by now. I'm like, I kind of make the connection. Do you think maybe that thing summoned that creature somehow, or brought that creature here? Maybe it's a long shot, but
well, I think these two did it with that.
I tried to break it. I couldn't break it.
Then they might be the only ones who can stop it.
Hey, Craig, you did find a ball.
Oh, jeez.
Even I managed to kind of chuckle at that.
So you push one of the Germans out into the snow.
Yep.
Till gets to watch through the glass door at his friend as you watch him, he sort of shrugs and then puts his hands behind his back and just stands there. It takes several moments before what you're waiting for occurs. Are any of you watching this?
As soon as I see it move towards him, I'll turn to the other one. And
oh, hell no. I'm not watching that thing.
I don't need to see him get torn apart. I just wanted
to know
if they were immune or, they're as screwed as we are for being in here.
So you're going to watch until you see something happen.
Until I see something moving towards him, great. But I don't need to see him get torn apart.
I want to watch the full scene. All the stuff which happened with him.
Okay. Those of you watching the spectacle, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
Oh, and when I do turn away, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to grab his friend and make sure that his friend is facing the glass, watching his companion get torn apart. I'm going to try and terrorize him into maybe undoing what he's done.
Well, I'm standing there holding the Palantir, and I made it. I'm looking out the window at what's going on.
Okay. Again, those of you that are watching, go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
Successful.
Okay, yes, successful. That's what I just did.
Successful. Doc? Did you succeed?
I wasn't watching.
Okay. Mike and Craig.
I made sure the German guy was watching, but I was inside.
Okay.
I knew what was coming. I didn't need to see it happen.
Yep.
Craig and Mike, go ahead and make sanity checks as you see the beast roaring its way towards the victim.
All right. At last, I get a successful sanity check.
Yay! You only lose 1d6.
39.
It's fair enough, and it's 2 points.
Yes, I made it.
Roll d6 for loss of sanity.
D6. 5.
Oh dear. We get to consult the chart for you too.
So many insanities.
Roll percentile there, Tom.
32.
32. There is no possible way this could be real. There is a rational explanation for this. There's a rational explanation for absolutely everything.
Of course there is. It's Sauron. He's just tricking our minds. I'm going to smash this fucking thing.
Excuse me? Didn't you just say you smashed it or tried to and it didn't break?
I threw it on the ground. I'm going to take it in the kitchen and hit it with a cast iron skillet.
Somebody get that thing away from him. It may be the only way to stop what's going on.
I'm going to very carefully run towards him with my excellent dexterity and try to snag it out of his hand before he knows what is happening.
And I'm a football player, so I'm just going to block you and go right past you.
I'm going to try anyway.
Okay, so I suppose that's a grapple check from Kristen with a dodge roll from Craig.
84.
I'm gonna handcuff the cultist and then go break up the Keystone Cops over here.
I fumbled.
So, I rolled an 11.
And he fumbles the ball.
Kristen tackles. The ball's fumbled.
So you were a
Recovery from
football
Tiny
player.
gymnast tackles this big football player.
Yeah, not a football player anymore.
I kind of-
Kristen.
Dude.
I'm like
Tackle the
sitting
football
on his chest, having him pinned, and I was like, "You need to step up your game. Pick
And,
up the thing."
and the sphere is rolling down the floor.
I
towards
grab the
back
sphere.
of the. Okay, you grab it.
Dude, you got to destroy it.
Dude, we're going to see what it might actually do. It might be something that
The
we can
dark-
halt.
Don't fall for the tricks of the Dark Lord. He'll get you.
I point at the Germans. I think they already did fall for the tricks of the Dark Lord.
German.
And if that's the case, then German. That's right. He died. didn't he?
Singular.
The singular German.
He's not
You know,
German.
he might
He's
be
an
able to-
orc, dude. I'm sure he's an orc.
Yes, of course he is.
An Urukai,
Yes, well, that orc
dude.
might be. Can I slap some sense into him?
Get
Please.
the hell off of me. No, your hands are like chisels.
I do slap him.
Your hands are
Out
like
of
dinner
45.
plates.
It's like getting hit with steel wool. Dude,
Do I get a bonus on the fucking fighting brawl for that?
No, you smack him.
hey, if she
I smack
slaps
him.
me with one hand, then she's only holding on to the thing with one hand. I'm going to try to
I only
snatch
need
it away
one
from
hand.
her. I'm going to snatch it away from her.
I
Well,
smack
I-
him again.
Grapple check there, Craig.
Oh, 53. What is 53? Oh, yeah. I snatched
Can I
it
roll
away from
dodge
her.
to avoid that?
Yes, you can.
Yup.
What did you get?
65 out of 65.
Well, then I got a better roll than you did.
Yeah. Craig,
I
Craig
got
Well, I
a-
almost made it.
I got a hard roll.
You're nimble and quick, but Craig just reaches up, grabs your hand, brings it to himself, and rips the sphere out of your hand.
Well, I'm not letting you up until you calm down. You realize that?
Dude, you like weigh 50 pounds. I'm just going to push her off and try to scramble onto my hands and knees and get to the kitchen.
Do I have?
I'm gonna kick him in the nads.
Yeah, let it somebody else do something.
Do I have the
Let's
cultist
go back to Doc.
Do I have the cultist handcuffed?
Yes, you do. He does not resist.
I'm going to fire the gun in the air and scream at these two. Would you two knock it the fuck off? Like a pair of monkeys trying to fuck a basketball.
But the gun's still in my hands. I didn't give it back to you.
Jeez.
Yeah, you gave the gun to Mike.
I
Does
gave
that yelling
I
snap?
gave the police
out of it?
officer's gun to Mike. I still had mine.
It's not a
Second round of
basketball.
group.
It's not a basketball, dude. It's a Palantir.
Calm the fuck down, Craig. Oh my god.
Can I roll psychology doing that?
Yes, you can. On whom?
On the guy trying to destroy possibly the only way we can make this stop.
Yes, you can.
I make it.
He's over rationalization. He's going under a sort of mania where he is rationalizing everything in some way. Right now, he believes you're in Lord of the Rings, apparently.
Which is, if that's what he wants to believe, is fine. I just want to make sure that we get the item away from him.
He's
Which one of
wanting to
them is-
destroy it.
Which one of us is smallest? Maybe we can pretend to be a hobbit.
You?
I'm gonna
No.
get down on my knees and walk over
Oh,
and pretend to be
brother,
Bilbo
I'm going to
Baggins.
go over and I'm going to say, I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. Be the balance.
Please, only I can carry this immense burden. You
Shut
may
up,
not be able
Frodo.
to carry. I will take it to Mordor. Give it to me.
It's not the frickin' ring. It's the Palantir.
Call of Cthulhu
Okay.
Tolkien edition.
Damn it! I
Oh,
knew
I'm
that I
sure
should
that by
have.
now
read Lord of
somebody
the
can
Rings
just
more
knock me
closely.
out. I'm on my hands and knees.
I'm gonna kick him in the nads.
You're lying on your back next to me because I pushed you off.
Well, I get up and then I kick him in the nads.
I suppose that's a roll brawl.
I'm going to try to protect my nads.
I love how this is going.
I got an
It doesn't
05.
matter. Because I got a 68 out of 45, so I go to kick him, and I just kind of trip and fall on top of him in a very compromising way.
While they're rolling around, can I just get the snow globe from
Yeah, I
him?
probably dropped it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can. He probably dropped it.
And he fumbles. Shit.
All right, I get it away from them, and as I'm walking away, I say, we may well need to destroy it, but until
Till
we're sure
is
what we
all
need
the
to
way.
do with it.
Till is laughing his ass off.
Dude, I don't think that he serves any purpose whatsoever.
Well, until we're sure of that, we're not kicking him outside. I want to get out of here alive.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Yeah, that might happen, and it might not.
well,
No, we're all gonna fucking die.
what seems clear to me, and I kind of sit up and brush myself off, is that orb has us inside it. I'm assuming you all saw that?
I need a hamburger,
Yeah,
dude.
freaky shit.
I'm starving. I need a hamburger. I'm going to go get a hamburger.
Yeah, you do that.
I let him go get a burger.
I
That orb
am.
has us inside it somehow. There's some sort of weird, freaky magic or something going on. And all I know is that if that German's a cultist, he might be the only person who knows.
So make him tell you.
Terrible.
Well,
Come in,
Yeah.
terrible. You're huddling at the far end of the store, which is over by the tables of the deli. Make a spot hidden check as you're cowering over there.
13. That's a critical success.
One of the German's backpacks is on the floor in the corner over by where you're currently contemplating your existence or lack thereof.
I'm gonna try and pull anything that's looks valuable within arm's reach to me at this point. Trying to scramble.
You open it up and you pull out a rather heavy coat, a pair of snow pants, gloves, and a book.
All right.
A red leather book.
Well, I'm gonna put the clothing back in there and put it behind my back and try and look through this book.
Okay. Do you know any other language other than English? Terrible.
I barely know English as it is.
You've been knocked around too hard. It is in German. You cannot read it. However, you do notice the name of the book, at least a part of the name of the book, in gilded gold on the front. Iban.
I will ask the other patrons if anyone knows any German.
We know that German right over there, dude.
But you can let us.
yeah, but I don't think it's going to help us.
His name is Till. Till
The-
I'm going to hit
Wormtongue.
him with the tail in about 5
The
seconds.
surgeon slowly raises his hand. I do?
Good.
Poor surgeon.
I said you're my new favorite. You're my new favorite person.
What?
I need you
I
to
hope
start.
not.
I need
Dude.
you to start reading this and see if you can find a way to undo what they've done.
Read what?
This book.
I thought I was your favorite person.
No, you're my favorite football player.
Well, that's
Um,
cool.
I'm already not his favorite person anymore.
Terrible. The surgeon walks up to you and requests the book.
I just shaky hand it up to him.
You're kind of feeling better. You've had enough time to
Okay.
contemplate life and think
I had
maybe
it up
there's
there.
something worth living for.
I'd like to ask Terrible to help me speak with the teal, and maybe together we can let him speak how to change all the stuff with all this beast and snow.
Yeah, I like that idea.
You know, that's like a default bar speaking fight.
Yeah,
I'll hold him and you beat him.
I like
You'll
that
figure
idea.
it out.
Well, let's see if we even need him. Once we figure out what's in the book, we may be able to just throw him outside. So don't bother beating him.
But we
I
saw
like
those
the
other
beating him
people
idea,
outside too. What if he has backup coming and attack us?
As you're contemplating this, the lights come on, and you hear the hum of the generator finally.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that was a long hour.
Yeah.
Oh God. Longest hour of my life.
Everything's gonna be better now, dude. Gandalf is up to his old tricks. He's the light bringer, dude.
You know,
Oh my God.
I sit down with Craig and I try to talk him out of it.
Don't talk to me. You tried to tackle me.
I did tackle you
No,
and succeeded.
you're a traitor. No.
Can I charm him?
Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand.
Can I see the German?
As Craig is saying, talk to the hand, suddenly your vision starts to focus a little bit. Her ears are not as pointy as before. She's looking more human, and things are starting to fall into peace now.
There's a soft light over her and she just glows perfectly. And you fall in love at first sight.
No, dude. You're not Frodo. Wait,
No, I'm not Frodo.
why am I eating a hamburger? I'm not supposed to eat hamburgers. The fuck,
You're not supposed to do shrooms either.
dude? You weren't supposed to tell anybody. That was our
Something like
secret.
shrooms?
No.
Man.
The surgeon is...
Do I see this German?
You do see the German. He's handcuffed currently.
Well, I want to walk over and grab him by the throat and start dragging him from wherever he's currently at.
I'll just say we need him alive.
I noticed
I ain't
that.
gonna kill him.
For now, anyway, we need him alive.
Well,
I
No, I
noticed
ain't gonna kill
Doctor
him.
is doing this. I'm like,
he is pretty much
Damn.
helpless. So, Terrible...
I'll say we don't. I say just because he's handcuffed, don't assume he's helpless. I said they've got some kind of grasp over the supernatural.
Dr.
He
Rains,
also-
is there something that you need to tell us about maybe one of your past jobs before you became a professor?
And I will answer in Vietnam. I don't really like to talk about and I will answer in Vietnamese. I really don't like to talk about my wartime experiences.
Holy shit, he's talking Chinese or something.
Shit.
The surgeon
Well, I'm
actually
gonna
raises
drag
his
him
hand.
through.
Vietnamese. Vietnamese, that's what he was speaking. He says
Oh.
as he's looking through the book.
Oh, I make the connection. I realize,
Yeah,
I assume he was a soldier in the
It is
war.
the 1990s, and I'm 42. So I was in my mid-20s in the early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to take this German
I bet you do.
and grab him by the throat, throw his ass across the floor,
I bet you'd like to.
and do an intimidate roll on him.
Go for it.
That's not what they mean by tap that ass.
Hey, terrible. He might like it.
And I got a 68 out of 77. You need to tell us what the fuck is going on here.
He gets knocked down on the floor. He says, I've already told you. We are the children of the Wendigo, and you are to be sacrifices to our God.
Okay, now I want to kick him across the face.
And tell us how to undo that.
And tell us how to undo the sacrifice to the gods.
You don't really need to roll to see if you kick him. He's down on the ground and handcuffed. You can't
not
really
going anywhere.
dodge.
Well, that
Maybe-
is an ought to, just in case.
Dude, maybe
Oh,
you just
damn.
need to you could warm up that snow globe by shoving it up his ass.
I actually overhear them like, wait, what if we do heat up the snow globe? Maybe it'll do something.
So terrible, you kick
wait,
him
wait,
across
wait.
the face, his nose is broke.
Hold on. When they start saying that out loud about heating up the snow globe, I'm going to check his reaction to see if that makes him nervous at all.
Right now, he's got a broken nose. He's bleeding profusely on the ground and groaning in pain. I think he's more occupied with the fact Terrible just kicked him in the face.
Look, I tried to smash it on the ground and couldn't do it. Let's just take it into the kitchen and set it on the burner and see if it can melt.
Let's try
Oh yeah,
putting
we
it in
could
hot
take him
water
in the
first.
kitchen and put him on the burner.
Well, him too, but I mean the snow globe. Put it in hot water and see what happens.
Before we do that, I'm going to take the snow globe and I'm going to watch the way the wind is blowing. Is the wind blowing the snow in one particular direction?
It seems to be having the wind blow in multiple different directions around the area inside.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake the snow globe in like a counterclockwise way so that all the snow in the snow globe is blowing like around and see if the pattern of the snow blowing outside changes.
Okay. You swish the snow globe around and you look outside. The direction of the snow does change.
Okay, and I'll look over. I will look over at Kristen and say, "You're back on my favorite list."
Exactly. I'm gonna take the snow globe and I'm gonna find water that's
Is
hot
it-
water and
Remember the guy
Put
with
it in
all the
the
hot
oven.
water? Let's defrost this freaking thing.
Just put it on the stove and let the fire burn it.
Well, we don't want
no,
to burn up.
it'll explode.
We don't want to boil ourselves.
Yeah, put it in hot water and see what happens. We're obviously stuck somehow in the snow globe.
You actually hear Till go, "No, don't do that."
So yeah, let's get a pot of boiling water. Let's get a pot of hot water and
No,
defrost this slowly.
it'll be worse.
Yeah.
Why?
And we're really gonna trust you, pal.
What do you mean it'll be worse?
I'm going to drag him up by his collar and say, then you better start talking about what we should do with this situation.
Okay. Don't. Oh, you broke my nose, you freaking kid.
Get
want-
the water.
You want something else broken?
We're gonna get the water.
Okay. All right. The way you gotta do it, you gotta. Oh my god, my nose. Okay.
What a wuss.
Oh, shut up, kid. Oh.
He's stalling for
Okay.
time, and I walk away and I'm
Take it
doing this stuff.
outside.
Oh, and give it to the creatures, and everything will happen. All you go. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
take
No.
it outside where we're going to get mauled. I'm going to throw him
that's-
over the bar into the deli.
We're going to get a pot of not like boiling water, but like warmish water, and put the snow globe in it, so it's like a piece of chicken defrosting.
The creature is the key. Take it out there.
Oh, you mean
So
the big
you-
giant six-legged
Yeah, the
rhino
bear that
grizzly
tried
bear?
to kill us. Fucking
Yes.
yeti bear?
Give it to it.
There's no reason to believe that he would suddenly.
I'm
decide
gonna roll.
to
I'm gonna
take
roll
him.
psychology to see how much he's lying. And I make it.
Yeah. I don't think he made it.
because he knows that we ain't gonna let him go, even if we stop this thing.
So I made my psychology roll. Is he lying about taking the globe outside and giving it to the creature?
How much did you succeed?
Succeeded by 15 points.
Okay. And Kristen, you said you failed?
I failed.
Okay.
Unless you want me to push.
He sounds perfectly genuine. Of course, he's crying, has a broken nose, bleeding all over the place. Doc, he's telling a half-truth. He's not telling everything.
I will push the roll. Well, I did make it, so I don't need to push.
No.
And I will smile and I say, "Well, we're almost there."
Oh, he needs to be hurt more?
I'm getting
And I
the water,
said,
Doc.
Okay.
I'll say it's going to take a minute to boil, so why don't you tell me the rest of it before we go with Plan A?
If you just If you destroy the globe by heating it, it will get rid of the snow. The creature will still be out there. The 3 guys up top on the canopy are keeping it here. It's trying to find them.
So it's really after them, and hunting us is just incidental.
Or less.
Shoot the guys on the roof.
Do we still see them?
Yes, you do. You pretty much know where they are.
Well, we'd probably get a better shot if we melt the snow.
Yeah, the creature will find them faster.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll start defrosting it slowly. Oh, I'm rolling to see if he was telling the truth on that, and I will burn 5 points of luck to make it.
Okay. He is telling the truth. He's telling the full truth this time.
Okay. And I will say, oh, and I'm just going to take a wild guess. You don't really have to answer. Those guys up on the roof, they're not human, are they? And I'm just going to read his facial expressions as best I can when I say that.
They're part of our men. We had this place staked out for weeks.
Why here, of all places?
Hell's Half Acre? What
When
better
hell
place of
freezes over?
desolation?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit angry at this guy for putting us all in danger and nearly getting us killed.
Enjoyed that, did you?
He's going to be my best buddy in a headlock, walking
Okay.
around with me wherever we go.
All right, I'm going to say, do any of you have any skill with firearms?
No.
30.
I have base.
No.
Okay, I guess it's just me. But, you know, a lucky shot's a lucky shot, so whoever wants to take the second gun, we have to kill at least one of those 3 perched guys.
I can still hold the gun which you gave to me, so I think I can try to use it. Just
Okay.
I have an
painfully.
idea. Hey, I just thought of something. You know how we could see the other people down there in the globe? Like when the surgeon was over by the truck? You remember that?
Yes, so I
think we-
see where you're going with this. You can be our
Yeah,
spotter.
use it. Of course.
Okay, let's look at the globe and find out where these fuckers are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look at the globe. They are still on the canopy, but they're on the far end of it. As you're looking around in the snow globe, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
15, I do so, and
Make
that
it.
is a hard success.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Make it normal.
Because you will need a hard success to see what's there.
Cool, did make it.
Good. So, Doc, you're looking around, and you see the shotgun next to the dead body of the trucker. directly underneath the canopy.
Just to throw this out there, I haven't seen the orb yet.
Good.
Good.
It's not good to see it.
It's not for you.
Well, you guys have it like out, so I just wanted to alert.
Yeah, Terry. You know why I ran out of the bathroom? This thing.
Oh, so you show it to him.
What-
Good.
What the myth?
Terrible. Roll sanity.
Okay, hold on.
I
There
point
are-
at it. I don't show him.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Okay,
I look like
Right.
she's pointing.
Craig. Are you feeling well enough to rejoin the team? Because we can use all hands on deck for this.
Yeah,
You
sure.
feeling it now, Mr. Craigs?
That thing kind of reminds me of like something from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, well, forget about Lord of the Rings right now.
The surgeon actually walks up and says, I'll join you guys too.
Did you get anything from the book?
Well, what he's told is right. The spell that's in effect is called the Call of Winter's Heart. This seems to be Winter's Heart here.
The globe is Winter's Heart.
Yeah. It basically
Well, that
makes
explains a lot.
any area that anyone does the ritual for turn into this, according to this.
Is there a reverse ritual?
No, seems to be the only way is to do exactly what he said. Get rid of everyone that's doing the ritual, melt it in hot anything, in a fireplace, in a boiling hot water like she was saying, or anything like that. But the summoning of that thing, yeah, I believe you're going to need to kill the guys that are keeping it here.
Okay.
All right, so we need to do both.
Okay,
You guys are talking about guns. What if we just lit that gas station area on fire and it burned the canopy overhead and killed them?
Because the possible explosion from it will kill us too.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah, no, we're not
What if
out of
we-
range.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to throw it out there, and if please jazz on the idea, because I like what's happening here. We've got some team building going on.
Hell of a team building exercise.
I say we start boiling this fucking thing, and then we're gonna rush the canopy. There's a shotgun underneath it. Two of us will walk out slowly, firing at the cultists. I said, and you, Craig, will use your football skills to make a mad dash for the shotgun while we're drawing their attention. When you get to the shotgun, you're going to fire it point blank up onto these guys.
I was
I'm sorry, Dr. Rains, but how are you going to slowly cook the globe and have this young lady be your spotter?
Exactly.
well, I was just thinking.
Oh,
How about this?
Is there a big glass jar?
There's quite a few. There's some mason jars.
We're going to put the globe in a big glass jar and slowly fill the jar with boiling water so she can see through the jar and still see the snow globe.
Well, what if the globe explodes?
How about this? You stand at the door with the globe now.
The book said we could throw it into a fireplace and heat it up.
Yeah.
So I think boiling water in a mason jar is not going to hurt it.
Kristen,
Yes.
you stand at the door with the globe right now.
All
and
right.
I'm going to run and see if I can get that shot.
We're not bringing the globe anywhere near the door for that creature to come and
Let me finish. She can look into the globe and see if the creature is coming and warn me.
Well, we're all going to go out at the same time. So she'll warn all of us. You're not going to take this risk alone.
Okay. And who's going to keep an eye on the German over here? Me too?
I think Terrible, his new best friend. I think Mike and Craig and I can can try and show these cultists what for. And if it all goes tits up, you're still here with the surgeon. So maybe you'll get out alive.
All right. Good luck, Doctor. Good luck, everyone.
Well, I want to know where that thing is, but I'll do it. I'll run for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to look in the globe and make sure of where the creature is.
You just melt that snow out there first.
Okay, so we're going to start the whole boiling water in the mason jar thing and see if it affects the snow at all.
You drop the snow globe into the mason jar and, as you said, slowly put boiling hot water in it.
Mm-hmm.
It does not affect the snowing, but the globe is slowly becoming smaller as it's melting.
Oh, so maybe it's reducing the area of the effect.
Possibly. It is a good theory.
I'm going to look over at the surgeon and say, are you sure you read this correctly and are telling me what's in this book? And I make a psychology roll on him.
I'm going to pull out the orb with tongs.
Okay, you pull out the orb with tongs. And you see the boiling hot water as you leave it. It's steaming for a little bit, but only for a few seconds, and then freezes again.
Whoa.
The surgeon, Doc, you said you passed. He's telling the full truth.
Okay. All right.
He's
so
on your side entirely.
I think when the German said we had our people staking this place out, I got nervous. Okay, so let's put it back in and let's start boiling it and on the count of 3.
I hold up the frozen jar and I need to go find another one.
We get her another jar.
Don't interfere with it. You got to let it slowly melt entirely down. You can't pull it out of the heat, period.
All right, so start.
All right, just wanted to see what it would do. So
I'm at the door looking to see if I get a clear run.
You ready?
Okay, you take a look, Craig. If you run directly from the front entrance straight to the canopy, you can get to the shotgun.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait for some of the snow to melt, but...
I believe in you, Craig.
It's going to take a long time because I think we're the center of it.
Yeah, area of effect.
All right, well,
Alrighty.
do we want to wait till all the snow is gone and then kill these guys? Because the snow's one thing, the monster's another.
I think stick with our initial plan.
Okay. Are we all agreed the initial plan?
Yeah. I think, though, that as soon as I've got a clear opportunity without any obstacles, that's when I'm going to go.
Okay, on the count of 3.
Okay,
1, 2, 3. Mike and I are going to start walking. I'm going to fire at one of the 3 cultists.
Okay.
Orbs in the water. I'm keeping an eye on it to see if the creature is nearby.
And I'm running for the shotgun.
Okay.
And I'd like
starting from the first action, let's go to Doc. Go ahead and make a firearms roll.
I miss.
Boom. You see no difference, but one of them ducks down prone in reaction to that.
Okay.
And Mike, you fired too?
Yes, I missed too.
Okay. Kristen, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
I make it 19.
You see the creature, it's behind the restaurant currently, but with the gunshots, it turned its head towards the shots and is starting to make its way around the restaurant.
So I immediately yell at them to watch out. It's coming.
Okay.
Craig?
From behind.
Yeah.
You're going to make a mad dash in snow.
Right.
Make a dexterity roll and tell me if you succeed by how much.
I got a 26 out of 70. So that's a half, hard.
Mm-hmm.
And my intention is to grab the gun, continue going forward until I'm on the other side of the canopy and fire up at them, since you said they were on the far side.
Okay. You do manage to make it to the shotgun, and you've pulled it from the snow. You can just see the stock sticking out. Okay. So you grab it and pull it up. You do see the dead body of the trucker disemboweled, and his face looks half ripped off. Go ahead and make a sanity roll as you come to him.
40, which is, yeah, I make it.
Excellent. You only lose 1 sanity point.
Okay.
Again, it's more stressful than exams. Okay,
Well,
so you're getting ready to...
I'm also an adrenaline junkie, so...
True that.
I'm
so
this.
you're about ready to run. We are nearing 9 o'clock, but I'm assuming we're okay with going a little over.
Sure.
Especially since it seems like you guys might actually finish this.
Yeah, I mean,
one way or another.
gonna find you. Gonna get you.
All right.
Okay, so is it our next round? Have the cultists reacted?
Yep, the cultists are going to react.
Okay.
One of them reaches into his pocket and let me actually answer this question real quick. And one of them reaches into his pocket, pulls out what you can only assume is a firearm because he's holding it like one would, and opens fire. And rolls an 87, totally misses.
Great, a lot of that going around.
And another one pulls out another firearm as well. And God, these guys suck. These are the
We're not pushing the grade either.
They went to the Imperial Marksman Academy for cultists.
Yeah, sure.
Apparently, so did we.
All
What do you
right.
do?
So
I also have another
next,
question. I have a question since I'm over by the gas pumps and stuff. I'm looking for how they got up onto the canopy. Is there a ladder going up there?
After we shotgun them, we'll figure that out.
No, I can go up and shoot them.
you actually see, Craig, that there is a rope ladder.
Oh,
Mm.
All right, so is it our round again?
I'm a climber.
Yep. Doc, you can go first.
08.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
Nice. Critical success. High five.
Boom, headshot.
And 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Well, that guy went down.
He did.
Yep, you shoot, you see a small flower of red from his head, and he falls down. Mike.
I shoot and aim carefully, because I know that I'm not quite good with guns. Okay, I get 25 and I still miss.
Boom! Shot and a miss. Kristen, you're watching the globe. Make another spot hidden as the thing disappears for a moment among blizzard.
I do make it 28.
Excellent. You make it just as it's starting to make the corner towards the front entrance.
Oh god. Guys, it's coming towards the front entrance. Be careful.
Which side's it coming from?
It's coming
Yeah, which
from the, let's see, let me consult the thing. It is coming from, if you're facing out from the front entrance, it's going to be coming from the left.
Okay, I want to go out the front door with the German and throw him to the left.
Oh, you fucking rock!
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude,
Yes!
that is epic!
This
He's
is
going,
Hey,
the most badass.
he's going, what are you doing, you fool, you idiot?
I'm throwing it there.
You sound terrible.
Just in time.
he's calling you a fool and an idiot. That's the smartest thing I've seen a player do in like a year.
It's amazing.
That's awesome!
Both
Oh
of you,
my god.
both of you make a spot hidden roll.
Me and him?
Success.
No, I'm meaning both him and the German
Okay.
are going to make spot hiddens. Wow, he does not see it coming. My dice suck.
Or, he's blinded by the snow.
What are you doing?
Terrible. Did you pass?
Yes, I did.
You managed to see it coming. He doesn't. So you get a chance to dodge. He doesn't.
45. Made it.
45. You make it. You manage to get out of the way just as he gets to suffer 40-10 gore.
Wow.
Well,
Oops.
splat.
Oh,
How
yeah.
to Hitler?
2 piles of killed German.
Oh, yeah.
Take them
Oh, yeah.
down, pass it around.
Just as Jen so aptly put it, splat. He gets hit, and you see just red mist as he's torn to pieces by this thing.
Whoa.
Oops.
I'm assuming sanity roll.
Yep. Because you just saw a guy get torn to pieces in front of you.
Hey, 14.
Yay, you lose 2.
All right.
Okay. Now to the cultists. No, it's Craig's turn. Sorry.
Yeah, so I've moved out from under the canopy and I'm shooting right up at them.
Okay. You do manage to see one of them rather clearly, so you got a clear shot. Go for it.
Try to aim right for his head. And I missed.
Boom! The buckshot does not hit him, and he turns around. His attention is on you now.
Yeah, I'm going to run back under the canopy.
Okay, you can do that as part of a dodge action to dodge him getting ready to shoot you.
8.
Oh yeah,
Holy
you dive.
shit!
You dive under the canopy, and you hear boop, boop, and a puff of snow from where you were once standing. And another one tries to shoot at one of the other two because he's laying prone and trying to shoot. That is a 15 direct hit. And that's going to be on, I'm going to say evens Doc, odds Mike.
Okay, keep on shooting. Yep.
12 on the die, so the hit is on Doc.
Okay, give me damage.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. Okay, 4 points of damage.
All right, it's a graze. I'll gladly take it. I can't dodge a bullet anyway.
Nope. Okay. Going back to the top of the order of things, Doc, it is your turn.
I will return fire while seeking cover.
Okay. Go ahead and make a shot.
09.
Well, damn.
Wrecking them.
Yeah, well,
Damn, Annie Oakley.
that made it 80. Okay.
So, what was the damage for the shot? Because that was a critical success. Doc?
I think Oscar
Yeah,
froze.
what's up, Doc?
I think he got froze. Oops. Well,
If he
this
comes
is
back.
awkward.
It's a shoe problem. He's a
99
Doc
cultist
Martin.
Germans on the wall. 99 cultist Germans. You shoot one down, pass them around. 98 cultist Germans on the wall.
In any case, I'm going to go up the ladder and see if
Well,
I can.
I'm pretty sure
with.
with that critical hit, that cultist is dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
splat.
So, Mike, it is actually your turn.
Okay, so as they fire back on us, will be trying to find some kind of cover and keep on aiming and shooting them, because
Okay.
we should.
At this point, you're not seeing any of them. One of them has dropped prone, and it's pretty difficult to see them.
By the way,
your-
can I make some kind of suppressive fire just putting my trigger? I'm not going to use them.
you
Just
certainly can.
Okay, then I'm doing a suppressive fire for them.
Okay.
And still I get 23 of 20, so my bullets fly somewhere.
You're still distracting him though.
Yes.
Kristen,
Mhm.
it is now your turn. Welcome back, Doc.
Sorry, guys. We have some serious thunderstorms moving through, and they just knocked out my internet for a minute.
Oh,
It's all right.
okay. It's all right. You killed another cultist. We're happy for you.
Okay, cool.
There's one left.
Kristen,
Yes.
go ahead and make another spot hidden check.
I make this one 40 out of 60.
You notice that the cultist on the canopy is trying to move away from the group, possibly trying to make a break for it.
All right. I tell them this.
However, let's go to terrible. The creature is still there, and it knows you're there too. What do you do?
Run like hell.
All right. Make a dodge roll while it makes an attack. Tries to charge you.
Success.
By how much?
By 8 points.
Okay. You lucky son of a bitch. You dodge out of the way. Just as the horn of the thing snags into your shirt and rips it from your stomach up to your armpit.
That's about as close as you can get.
Yep, I actually missed
Jesus
him by
Christ.
1%.
Wow.
Okay, now we go to Craig.
Okay,
You see the rope ladder.
I was attempting to go up the rope ladder, but I'm
Okay.
I'm looking up. So if the guy's trying to get away and he sticks his foot or something over trying to come down, I'm just going to shoot his foot.
Shoot the
I'm
damn.
Where is he
gonna
gonna
wait.
go?
Actually, I'll wait until his lower torso comes down, and then I'll just ram the gun up his ass and shoot.
Well, if he's that close, why don't you tackle him? I'm sure your tackles.
Because I'm
better than-
hanging on the rope ladder.
Oh, okay, I didn't get that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going up
Okay.
the rope ladder.
Go ahead and make a climb check because this is a rope ladder and the wind is blowing.
37 out of 80.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm a climber.
Rock climber.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it up. You make it to the top just as you're seeing the ass end of a cultist fixing to try and get on said ladder.
Okay, so I'm just going to put the gun against him and shoot.
It's point blank. You don't even need to roll. I will say it's a critical success because of it being so close. And you're basically aiming at his crotch.
It's a shotgun, right?
It's a shotgun. 12 gauge.
So two.
I think he's
2d8
destroyed.
2d6.
No, I think we're good. You don't think you need to roll.
No.
I don't think you
I
need to
want to
roll.
hear this. I want to hear this.
I got. Let's see, 2d6. Where is it? Shotgun. Where are you?
Shotgun for
2d6.
point blank is
2d6.
46.
It's 46. Oh, well, then
For
I
point
got.
blank, it's 46.
I
Within 10
got
yards.
18.
Poor lad only had 5 hit points, damn it.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm
He's got
pretty
5
sure
hit points there and 5 hit points
Yep.
there.
he's
Yeah,
he's
you
got
know,
all his hit
there and
points
there
over
and there.
there. His hand that he was about to flip you off with is over there.
It just lands, flipping him off.
Yep.
Let's just hope the
Boom.
woolly rhino, the 6-legged woolly rhino grizzly bear, is going to go with him.
So what I'm going to do still is climb the rest of the way up. And if we need to shoot this monster, I'm going to stand up there shooting at it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'd say I'm most likely to see it if it still exists.
Well, Terry, it is still there. And it runs towards you in another charge. but just before its horn penetrates your body, it disappears in a puff of snow. And
Where's
the
the
snow
creature?
globe, and the snow
God.
globe is slowly going down. And those of you outside are noticing less and less snow falling until finally the snow completely stops and you see clear skies above you.
Holy crap.
The
We're
surgeon,
alive.
the surgeon comes up behind Kristen and puts a hand on her shoulder.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Again?
So sorry, but you did well in this trial.
Shoot him!
And I back up like really confused and frightened.
For one, he was supposed to be outside with everybody else. He smiles and gives you a card. Says his name on it.
Fox Mulder.
No,
Is his name Neil Arthur Hotep?
Ludwig Prin.
no. His name is Dr. Randolph Carter.
Oh,
Oh.
So he's
Shit,
Randy.
son.
I'm not gonna metagame, so I have no idea who the fuck that is.
I don't know who he is, but I take the card. I'm like, thank you, doctor?
Believe me, we will talk again. And he steps outside, looks around, and says, "What a lovely day. I will see you all in another life." And he
Okay.
too disappears in a puff of snow.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm going to first aid my
What?
flesh wound.
And yay, you guys have passed the scenario.
I'm going to ask for Craig's keys and grab a road map, and I'm driving us to fucking Vegas.
With this luck?
Because
yeah,
this-
let's
because-
drive it to Vegas.
Because this camping shit sucks.
And next year we're going to Cabo.
With this luck, we're going to Vegas.
We're gonna go to
sorry.
Lollapalooza. It was cool back
Heck
then.
yeah.
So do you guys want an explanation, or did you think you had enough exposition from what
Well-
you figured out?
Is there anything that we
You know-
didn't know?
Tell me.
Dr. Randy Carter is not actually the Randolph Carter you're thinking of. He is actually Nyarlathotep in disguise.
Fuck, son!
Yes.
He actually set up these cultists in this area, specifically luring them there with the idea of this is a perfect place to summon Ithaqua. He simply wanted to see if they would pull it off or not. He wanted to see how much chaos would ensue, and if there would be individuals who would stop it.
Hmm.
After he played his little game, he reveals himself to at least one of you, and maybe, just maybe, he will call on your characters again for another adventure.
Do I want him to?
So, Nyarlathotep is quite a funny quest giver for us.
And then he eats.
Or
He's
just
like-
an asshole.
You know.
Oh, yeah, I think most is an asshole to play with a human life to see, what are you going to do? Interesting. Let's add some lava.
I mean, that's pretty much how mine Yara actually works in my games, too. So I
Dude,
can't blame
dude.
you for that.
Dude, he's just like Q on Star Trek.
Yes.
I am
All
never
right, folks.
battles.
This was a lot of fun, guys.
All right.
But yeah, I
folks,
had fun.
let's
I'm-
go ahead.
I'm sorry if I by playing a paranoid Vietnam vet, I kind of short-circuited some of the.
No, it was awesome.
Hey, it worked.
Am I to assume that?
I like how you do it.
Am I to assume we regained sanity for surviving?
Yes, you will all get rewarded the D10 sanity points.
I think we all need
Yay.
to go have some
Cool.
trauma.
And
All right.
This one.
all right. Well, I now
I see
have a
it.
surviving modern era character. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Just for me.
Well, let me go ahead and finish it out. Our players included Genevieve Coulter, Oscar Rios, Vasil. I practiced all day. I swear to God. Vasil Kizniak,
Just wrestle.
Levi Carlston, and myself, with Jeff Beck as the keeper of the secrets. Our musical intro, Lost Cowboy, is provided by YouTube and is licensed under a Creative Commons license. We currently are producing 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our show free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. Patrons of our show can now enjoy some of the stuff that we say before and after the show. A lot of it is really funny. If you'd like to become a patron, visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month will help us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We love hearing from you. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.